Hey guys, welcome back YouTube. What's going on? So today guys, as promised, I got the Seismic audio. Let me get the paper. I got the paper in my pocket today. And the reason I'm going to tell you the reason I bought this woofer. So it's the SA is for Seismic audio. It's the GFC122. That's the 12, and it's the 12 2 ohm, dual 2 ohm. So now the difference, I'm going to explain this here. Now these woofers, the SA-GF and the SA-LA, are the same baskets. They're different motors, and everything else except for the motor looks the same and is the same. The motor is actually the same size because they both measure the same height, except one of them has a 3-inch voice coil and the other one has a 2.5-inch voice coil. That's the difference between the two. Also the weight is like double, so the GF is double what the LA is. So I ended up buying the GF. They were actually they're like $160, $170, free shipping. I got it on eBay. I can post a link if somebody asks or something. So yeah, let me get into the woofer here. So I'll show you the woofer. It fit. I put it in the Skar audio box and it sat right inside of it. Like there was no room to move it up and down, and there was almost zero room to move it side to side. It was like they made Seismic audio for this Skar audio box here. It's a really thick woofer. I'm gonna take it out and put something else back in for my own personal pleasure. I'm a little disappointed in it. I thought it would have more for a 3-inch voice coil. I thought it would, you know, this is even, if you put the audio pipe BCD412 next to this is actually bigger than the audio pipe is by about maybe a 1/2 inch, maybe an inch. And they both have 3-inch voice coils. This has a triple magnet, I believe, and the other one has a quad magnet, the TXX BCD4. So let's get some tunes going.
Heavy bass test.
All right, let's see here.
2, 1. Maximum bass activated.
Does sound really clean. It's really clear. So if you got $150 and you really want to, it's a decent woofer. If you want a decent sound for $150, it's not bad. I'm sure you can hear it. It's got a nice clean sound. And as everybody's always seen before, I don't beat up on my woofers. If it says 2000 max, I don't buy a 2000 watt amplifier and put 2000 watts max to it. I always be conservative. I always run RMS. I don't run anything over. All right, let's see if she can move. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what she does when she moves. Let's see. All right. So here's 3 to 20. Let's see what that does. 3 to 20. That's not really moving it. Let's go get a different something else. All right. How about 35 hertz? There we go. That looks good.
Oh, wow. You're doing great with that twirling.
Data. Spinning.
Commercial, sorry guys.
You're right.
Batonless High School.
I did get that app for my phone. I should just use that because it
1.
works so much better. Now this is 35 hertz, guys. There you go. Now you can see her moving. Does sound nice and clear. It's got a nice sound to it, and that box that Skar makes, that thing it's got a nice, beautiful sound to it for that box. It's got a really nice sound. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to mention something, guys. I ran into a little problem this week. I was trying to do something real quick. I was going to make a video when my son was at his dentist appointment. I was like, oh, I can make a video real quick. Well, I don't know what I ended up doing. I haven't got a clue. But I think I touched some wires. Alright, here's 32. I think I touched some wires. And my amp just stopped working. Or not, my amp stopped working. That's 32. I mean, I can feel it all around. It's a decent woofer. It's 150 bucks. I actually got an extra discount. I think they gave like 19% off or something, and I was like, screw it, I just grabbed it. I was looking at it anyways. I really wanted to get it anyways. I ended up researching, like I said, the two woofers there, and I ended up going with this one. So anyways, guys, the problem that I had, my amp was turning on, okay? I even have everything still pulled out here. I didn't even put it all back yet. I was so upset. I was so mad. Now, I think a wire touched or something. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But the amp was on, had power. I took the woofer out. Now the sub had no power, so I'm like, okay, well, if it's got power, something's got to be working somewhere. Let's try a different one while I'm talking. I'll play something else.
This spring, try a fresh take on a classic.
So the
With our
RCA
friends at
cables is what I
for
ended up
Stop and Shop.
replacing. I ended up pulling my head unit out, replacing the whole RCA cables from the front to the back, and running them like that. Trying to see if I can get it so you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom or. So that's what it was anyways. My amp was turning on, it had signal, the remote was working, all the power wires were working. The only thing I didn't have was there was no juice coming here. I took out my, see, I still got all my tools out. I switched speaker wires. I switched everything, and finally the last thing I did was switch the wires, the RCA cables in the head unit. All right, guys, I'm gonna close her up. So guys, before I forget, make sure you throw me that thumbs up, guys. I greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers, guys. So make sure you go down in the corner, ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, make sure you support us. We greatly appreciate it. Oh, and a subscriber had asked about my wife. So I'll mention that again. So my wife, the other day, she actually gave a big scare. I thought it was going to be one of the worst days of my life, and it didn't happen to be that way. I don't know if she took her medicine wrong or what, but my wife is doing okay. She's been on immunotherapy for just about a year now, and she's doing okay. She had 6 tumors total in her brain. She had the tumor that was around her intestine, and she had the initial lung cancer, and that's where all these cancers came from, was the initial lung cancer. So guys, keep saying your prayers, keep your fingers crossed. Throw me that thumbs up, guys. Down the corner, ring that bell, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.